Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Yep. Yes. All right. Yeah, so hi everyone. We are teams Mo 365 and the Alpha Lab. And so me and Ashwarya, I'm Claire, are here from Mo and as well as Doris. And us and the Alpha Lab are really excited to present to you the design we came up with for this challenge. And so first, just a brief introduction to our teams. Mo is located in Wilmington, Delaware in the US. We've been around for 14 years now, and we're community-based with local sponsors like DuPont and Labware, with 14 team members currently.
And we are Alpha Lab, and I'm Amélie, and there's Edmond in Alpha Lab too. So Alpha Lab was founded in 2018, and we are 30 students aged between 14 and 17 years old.
So for the beginning of the project, we started by brainstorming ideas. So we came up with the idea. We came up with robots that would recycle, that would do recycling. Some robot that would do ocean cleanup. Some that would help people in need. And yeah. So in the other slide, there's us with the brainstorming ideas. So here, yeah, here's the sketch. We had the idea. We came up finally with the idea that with ocean cleanup. We started by net that would pick up trash in the rivers, but there was also the idea that drone would pick up with net. Flying drone would pick up trash with net and would bring the trash on boats. But we finally decided to pick up floating drone that would have a net. So I CAD'd our design, and
yeah, so for some of our research that we did, we decided to focus on the Mediterranean Sea because it had 650 million tons of sewage, 129,000 tons of mineral oil, 60,000 tons of mercury, 30,800 tons of lead, and 36,000 tons of phosphate. And then like one of the problems that we wanted to keep in mind was that marine life tended to get caught in nets that are used to pick up pollution in the ocean. And then we also decided we could use a sensor to detect water temperature, pH levels, and different particles to see how much pollution is in the water in the area that we decided to track in. And so some of our current solutions that we chose was, we saw that NASA had a garbage patch visualization experiment, and they would like use buoys to like track ocean currents, temperature, and salinity. And so then they track the movement of the buoys because they tended to go to really polluted areas, and they would go to garbage patches. And so then we could see like through satellites, see where all the main areas of pollution are. And there was also river trash inceptors, which is currently the most widely used and implemented solution. And it was created by Buoyant Slat, which is the CEO of the company. And it intercepts debris before it reaches the ocean from rivers. And it uses the river current actually, instead of using other energy sources. And then the conveyor belt is something that's just used around the ocean, and it goes around to different parts, and it would use a conveyor belt to pick up the trash. And it's relatively low operation cost, and it doesn't take that much labor requirement. And so this is like a little gallery wall that we made of different like solutions around the world. So the top left is the conveyor belt that I was just talking about. And then the other couple are like different places. Like the one on the right, I'm pretty sure it's some kind of disposal bin where when the trash like reaches it, it would just like take it and collect it. So yeah.
So our design consists of a motorized assembly to support a net to collect garbage flowing on this at the surface of the water. The assembly comprises of a main shaft supported by two floats connected at each end of the shaft. Additional floats could be added to the main shaft depending on the length and weight of the shaft. The main shaft extends horizontally along the surface of the water, and two vertical shafts extend in the water from the floats. Propellers are attached to the most end of the vertical shaft for moving the assembly in the water. And the propellers could be powered by electric motors recharged by solar energy or just batteries. The net would be attached to the main horizontal shaft to collect garbage. And we thought that we could add camera or GPS to the main shaft, and the assembly could be controlled remotely or it could be autonomous. A wireless connection could be would allow to connect the camera, GPS, or the motors of the assembly.
And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Well, we'd like to start off by saying that your project will surely be of great help to our oceans. And we'd like to know more about how you felt working on your project together. And we've already seen part of your organization, which may I say it's quite impressive. How did you collaborate? Your two very different teams.
So we decided to meet up on Saturday last week, and we had like an hour-long Zoom session where we brainstormed ideas, and we used the Jamboard like you saw in one of our last slides. And so we went out into different breakout rooms to design some of those sketches. And then when we came back together, we collaborated on which one we thought was the best design, and we worked separately throughout the next week, well, until like Wednesday on like our different parts. And then on Wednesday, we like collaborated again to like go over the slideshow and what like some of our ideas.
That's great. So you were very organized. How did you feel? Did you get along with each other? Did you learn stuff from one another?
Yeah, I think we got along pretty well. We split into breakout rooms, and so that let us kind of get more acquainted with each other in a smaller group. As you said, we're all definitely very different teams, different areas, but it was interesting to learn about like what the first climate is like in the Quebec area versus where we are in Delaware.
Okay, that's great to hear. I've seen that this project really brings people together in a way, and from other teams I know that they were very glad to be working together with another team and learn so much about each other.
Yeah, I'd say that this challenge was very enjoyable to like kind of get to know other FTC teams from like different parts of the world and see how their organization structure compares to our organization structure. So
well, we are very glad to hear that. And maybe you will be participating in this event next year too. Maybe next year we'll be paired up with another team and so on. Some of us that are here, me and Anda, last year we participated in this event as contestants, and we worked with another team from India, and we also thought it was very enjoyable. It's a great way to bring people together and to collaborate to make great things and innovative ideas.
Did you like the project, or do you think we can change anything about it?
I really enjoyed the theme of the project. It was something I was trying to seek when I was asking for information about the project, and when Claire came explained us the theme, we kind of, I don't know, my own self, I kind of got overwhelmed with all sorts of ideas that we could share, and it was really interesting to share ideas among like both teams and the vision of what it was, how can you bring peace and save the environment or things like this. It was it brought us a lot of ideas about what we could build. I like the sharing ideas about that around this theme.
Well, if that's all for today, thank you all for participating. You will be able to see your presentation on our YouTube channel, Team Excel, very soon. And we'd like to congratulate you on the amazing project that you came up with. We hope to see you next year. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.